a lot of things could have happened with this team. No one really knew. Was Doc coming back? Were you coming back? Was Paul coming back? What was it that brought this all back together to go make another run at it?
I just don't think nothing ever was disconnected. Nothing ever fell apart. When you play so long and so taxing, we were all so disheartened after the way the season ended for us. We weren't able to seal the deal. You just have to get away from it. You just have to think about just stepping out of yourself and going somewhere and getting some fresh air. Getting some relaxation and thinking about something different. And once business is time to be conducted again, it's like, okay, let's do this again. Let's get together and do it again. So it's hard to just give this moment up when you have such great elements, so much, great integral parts to success, from the players to the organization. Like, you got to stick with that.
You talked about the Game 7. Obviously, it's a devastating thing to go through that. Is it more devastating to lose in that situation in Game 7 on one end, or winning the championship and the excitement of that? Like, if you put those on opposite ends of the spectrum, which one is more intense?
We always say that we'd rather be blown out in the Game 7 than lose the way we did, because we were so close. We were so close, and we could be sitting here saying or talking about having won Banner 18, and that's something that we got to live with for the rest of our life. So, really, you just try to live with no regrets. I think everybody try to do their best to try to win and do what we can do, but just it's a lesson, for anybody. Just, I'd rather have no pain and regrets and have all the pain and try to work hard.
Talk about the chemistry on this team, and there are certainly times middle of the year where it didn't seem like things were clicking the way maybe it had in the championship season, but obviously everybody came back for a reason, the same reason, the championship.
Yeah, we at times, we're probably guilty of, we're so good at what we do individually. Me doing what I do, Ronald does what he does, and Kevin, Paul, everybody doing what they do. I think we're guilty at times of sometimes focusing on our individual preparation, sometimes too much, as opposed to figuring out just win the game. Whatever game it is, let's just win it and take care of the rest will take care of itself.
You look at what Doc has done to bring this group of players together. From you go back to Rome, you guys all get together for the first time and build that camaraderie and keeping superstars together and keeping guys together on that one mission. What does it say about the job he's done?
Well, Doc he definitely doesn't get the credit that he deserves, because he has to be on a certain level of consistency and commitment just as much as we do. So as much as it's about the players and the guys that wear the uniforms, he's in a suit, but his suit is just as important.
When you think about the what it takes to get a team through 4 rounds of playoffs and win that title, you guys obviously went through it, and how fragile that can be. Were there times, especially last year, when heading into the playoffs, this team didn't really play incredibly well down the stretch, but there was obviously guys resting up, getting healthy, trying to make that run. Were there times where it was just unclear what you'd actually be able to bring with this team in the playoffs?
It was never unclear. Everybody knew what their job was to do. We just had to do it. Too many times, again, like I said earlier, we were so worried about some of the things that didn't seem like they mattered at the moment, as opposed to once we get on the floor, just let's play. Let's play like we're capable of playing. We know what we're capable of doing, and it's just everybody has to just be selfless at the same time.
So going into this season with Jermaine O'Neal on board, Shaquille O'Neal, adding these even more pieces to you're looking at a team now where it's like 4 or 5 Hall of Famer guys. I mean, does it get to the point where it's like this team really can be any better than it possibly is at this point?
Well, we've seen teams that have great talent and not amount to anything. So I think going into a season, there's going to be a lot of for us backseat taken. Some nights you just have to let somebody else have the glory, and it may be 2, 3, 4 nights in a row, and you just have to roll with it. Whatever you can do to win, and there's no animosities. There can't be. It's just got to be if everybody is selfless and egotistical free, then we should be pretty good.
And what do you expect out of this training camp coming up again, as just putting this team back together, thinking that this could be the last chance for this team?
Well, I do believe that you have to think that way, that it's all or nothing right now, and every guy going to training camp that hasn't been here, just going to training camp, just understanding the lingo, the comfort, how we do things. It's different from when you're younger. You just go to training camp like, let me get in best shape I can, let's run, let's do all this. But now we just can, we can understand and just take our time and let this process, fill itself out so we can get better.